What is up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about the GoPro. So if you don't have one of these already, you should 100% get yourself one. And for anyone who does have one, I'm going to be showing you 10 hacks or 10 tips so you can get the best out of your GoPro and just make it easy to get incredible shots. Right, tip number one or hack number one, we've got the chesty. So it's one of the most common mounts for when you're getting point of view footage. Now I use the Stuntman chesty, and I'll put a link in the description as to where you can buy it. So we used to run the GoPro ones, but one thing that we notice is just trying to get smooth footage. So the Stuntman, you've got fixed straps that are really secure. They're not as stretchy, and that just sort of helps keep the chesty on your chest. You've got a nice firm plate. Again, it's going to keep the chesty nice and tight. Because one thing you'll find with the GoPro one, and I'll try and find a video, I'll try and do a demonstration a bit later on, but basically the straps are quite loose and quite elasticated. So as you're going up and down and bouncing over those trails, this GoPro and the chest plate is going to lean forward and you're just going to get some weird shots. Where this one, very stable, tight in your chest, and you're going to get some good videos. So GoPro thumb screws. You want that camera to be nice and solid. So what you've done is you've wrenched up that GoPro screw. It's got super tight. And then like today is a cold day, you're a bit tired and you can't get that screw out. Now how are you going to get it out? This is where we go into our next hack. If you're a good sensible mountain biker like myself, you'll have yourself a multi-tool. And what you will actually notice is inside a GoPro screw, there's a Phillips head. So you can use your multi-tool to unscrew it and get that extra leverage. We have a screw head in here, it's a Phillips. Get our tool in there, unscrew it, and then it's nice and loose to do it by hand. GoPro's all out. So tip number 3 is all to do with how you're going to start your video. If your camera's all set up and in the right mode that you want, you can simply start and stop the video just by pressing the record button. You don't have to have your camera on to start with. This is really good because it's just nice and quick and easy. And also at the end of the ride, when you've pressed the record button again, the camera will shut itself off, which will save battery, because I've got a bad habit of this. You can leave the camera running and then you've got like a really long crazy video of you riding and talking and doing whatever. So simply press that record button and then the camera turns on and away you go. Whoa. So you just got your new GoPro and you want to get some point of view mountain bike footage. So what people are likely to do on the first time is going to put your GoPro on your chest the right way up, and you're going to have your camera mounted like such, and then you're going to try filming like that. But that is not going to get you very good shots. So what you actually want to do to get good shots, as I've got the GoPro now, you want to put it upside down, because what that does, it gives you a nice little load of sort of motion. And then what you want to also take into consideration, if you just have the GoPro flat like it is now, that's fine if you're riding like this, but chances are you're not going to be riding like this. You'll be in that attack position quite low. So then the camera's pointing down quite a bit. So if you just adjust that camera so it's flat when you're in that attack position, tighten it up. And then when I'm like this on the trails, it's nice and flat, nice and matching that horizon. You're going to get a lot better shots. But we're starting off here with the GoPro the right way up, how you probably would first put it on if you're doing point of view footage. And as you can see, all you can see is my legs. And I mean, no one wants to be looking at that for ages, do they? You want to be seeing pure mountain bike videos. Now we're running the camera upside down like how I said earlier. And as you can see, look at this, way better footage. It's nice and clean, you can see everything going on. And yeah, this day was pretty good. I was just zooming down the trail, so enjoy. Tip number 5, and this is going to be a way you can get really good shots off the bike. So we've got a corner here. Now what might be a common way of filming it is sort of stand far back, keep the camera still and have your subject to do the corner. What you actually want to do is get a bit closer, because the GoPro's quite zoomed out and can get a nice super view. And as the subject's coming around that corner, if you follow with them, you'll get this really nice fast looking shot, get some motion blur, and it really helps show the speed as you're coming around that corner. Right, tip number 6. So if you want to get better audio like I do, I use an external microphone. And what this is going to be, the next tip we're going to say, is how you're going to link your external audio or other GoPros together. Because I also shoot a head cam and a chest cam. So all you do at the start of a video, get everything recording, and then just do a simple clap. And then in editing, you can match that clap on the audio and on the GoPros, so they're all perfectly matched up. So it's all going to be running nice and true. So you've done the clap, now you want to match up in editing. Right, here we go. As you can see on the screen, we're dropping the clip, the external audio into the timeline, zoom it in, and you'll see the peak from the GoPro audio and the external mic. Match those up so they're nice and central, and that will already have them nice and set up, playing exactly the same. Just going to delete your GoPro audio, put in that one, and there you go, super easy, matched up audio with your nice external mic. Oh, you do this for me.
Yeah, sure.
So tip number 8, bringing it back to my desk, we're going to talk about some technical abilities with the GoPro, some little hacks. So let's get into it. So as you see the setting at the bottom, and you can go into what's called Pro Tune, scroll down, and here you've got a few different settings. So we'll start with the shutter. You can go faster, slower. This will have a good impact on your video. Same with the ISO, again, sort of through the brightness. I do talk about more detail on this on some of my other videos, so I'll link those in. And then finally we've got white balance. This is what to do with the temperature, so you can get those warmer, colder shots. The beauty about Pro Tune is it's just going to allow you to really get those settings down to exactly what you want for the location, rather than always relying on auto. Right, this now leads me to tip number 9, how to save presets. So on Pro Tune, you've made some amazing edits. You want to have different presets based on your video. As you can here see, follow what I'm doing on the screen here. And what this is going to allow you to do is fine tune your settings, and then you can save them as a preset. So for example, you might have some slow-mo videos, some bike videos, some vlog videos. It just allows you to quickly pick between one and another, so you can always just have the perfect settings. Right, tip number 10, we're going to have this battery bank, or made by Telesin, and it's perfect, I find, all the time for keeping my GoPro nice and charged. So you can carry 3 batteries in here and a little SD card slot. So these got the Telesin batteries, and I find these work really well. I find they tend to hold their charge a bit longer than the GoPro ones, so it's perfect if you ever forget to charge them. They normally hold their charge, and they could all be charged whilst they're in this little bank here. Got a nice little SD card slot holder as well, in case you need a spare one of those. You've been filming loads of footage like I have. And yeah, all round it's like a nice little case. Bit weird because the lid's like a bit off centre, but you know, it's kind of cool, you know. So tip number 10, done. There you have it, 10 GoPro hacks. Hopefully they helped you. Let me know in the comments if they did. And if you've got any more, share them out and we can all learn in the comments. And if you did enjoy it, as always, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another ride.